Now let's go for a drive. Got a key right here. Okay, so we're in the Ford Ranger now. Before we take off and drive, this right here, it lets me put in the backup camera right here, so you can see your backup camera. You can zoom in to line up your hitch, so you can do that there. And this is a Bluetooth capable, so if you can hook up your phone, make calls, and everything else that you would do normally with Bluetooth, you can do that. Okay, so this is automatic transmission. They all come with automatic transmission. There's no option for manual or anything like that. They're all 10 speeds. So the powertrain is going to be same across the board on these trucks. And this is a 2.3 EcoBoost. So it's a twin scroll turbo, and it is pretty quick. It will take off really fast if you need it. I'm not gonna try to break the speed limit or nothing like that here, but it is really quick. It's not gonna be slow, merging on a highway, anything like that. You don't have to worry about that. You're looking at 270 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque out of this 2.3, which is also used in the Ford Mustang and the Ford Explorer. Okay, so driving down the road here, and did you notice here there is a sensor camera array for automatic emergency braking? So this truck has it, and if you're not paying attention, which can apply the brakes to stop you from hitting the vehicle in front of you. And then all the you can put it in sport mode, you can put it in tow mode right here, and also this has a rear locking differential, even though this is a two-wheel drive truck. But if you want to launch a boat or pull it out, you can do that, and should not be really hard to do on this vehicle. And all your controls are going to be in the steering wheel here, which has the cruise control, radio controls, voice command features, and the settings going to be in here, and then 4-inch screen here in the dash to do your trip information, fuel economy. It's a color screen, a digital speedometer if you want to put that up. It's on here. And then on the side you have analog gauges, which shows you RPM, temperatures, fuel, speed, and things like that. And this is a quite comfortable ride. It is very similar ride to F-150, but since this is a shorter wheelbase and a shorter truck, and it's not as wide, it's going to be smaller. Driving around parking lots, parking, everything like that, it's going to be a lot easier versus the F-150 or F-250 for that matter. Since we're here in Daphne, and Mobile Bay is just right next door, there are many places that you can access the bay. If you want to go fishing, if you want to just sit out here, maybe read, anything like that, it's just right there. It's a public access, and there's a pier right here. You can do that. So another cool thing in this truck is if you have kids and you didn't see them buckle up their seat belts, this will actually tell you if they're buckled up or not, which right now is telling me that somebody's not buckled up.
Worst cameraman ever.
So here we're going through some rougher roads. This absorbs the terrain quite well. But it is still a truck. It rides like a truck. This has an older, not older, but I guess more traditional leaf spring layout in the back, and then independent suspension on the front. Interesting thing, the upcoming Ford Bronco is actually based on this chassis. So they took this chassis out of the F-150 Ranger, which is similar to F-150, and they're going to use the same chassis to power the Bronco with some modifications. There's some changes, but the frame is going to be very similar. The engine option is going to be 2.3 or the 2.7 V6, which 2 engine options, and available in 7-speed manual transmission. Just quite interesting. So if you're wondering, well, how the Bronco is going to ride, you might want to take the Ranger out for a test drive. I imagine it will be very similar, but we don't know yet because Ford is just starting pre-production, and we're going to go into full production somewhere in spring next year. And also, there's a debate whether this truck is going to be more efficient than the F-150. It probably will be a little bit. On paper, it's about the same for two-wheel drive F-150 and the Ranger, 26 miles per gallon. It depends on whether you do highway driving or city driving. And if you go highway speeds no faster than 75 miles an hour, it'll be really efficient. I just reset the fuel economy gauge in this, and we're going downhill. So we're doing 31 miles per gallon. Obviously that will change, but Ford rates this 26 on the highway and 21 in the city. I imagine the worst case scenario will do about 20 miles per gallon, which is quite good. And it takes a regular gas. You don't have the premium in it, even though this is a turbocharged engine. And now we're down to 22 miles per gallon. Because of stop and go traffic, that will just reduce our fuel economy. And for the turning radius, again, this is not going to be like a car, so it's a quite wide turning radius, so keep that in mind. But it's quite nimble compared to the F-150. Now, if you wanted to buy a Ranger or any kind of truck or vehicle that we have here on the lot, I can deliver that to you. If you wanted to just drive it, I can bring it to you. You just set up a time for us to do that. And you can do everything, all the paperwork from home, so you don't have to come to the dealership. So if you don't want to come, but you still want to purchase a vehicle, we can do everything, and then I'll just bring the paperwork out to you, and we can do a delivery that way. So if you have any questions, if you want to test drive a Ranger or any other vehicle, please contact us. We're Sandy Sansing Ford Lincoln in Daphne, and my name is Sher. Thank you for watching.